Hi everyone, and welcome back to another tutorial with Polka Art Studio. Today, we're diving into a bright and cheerful spring project that's quick to put together but makes such a lovely impact. I'm using the Letters in Bloom SceneMaker, interactive Ephemera Kit, a fun little collection designed to help you build 2 large layered scenes, perfect for bringing a touch of spring to your journals. It is a very versatile kit. The elements included in the set can easily be mixed and matched to make smaller interactive scenes, great for journal pages, signature inserts, tuck spots, or even covers. We'll be building both full scenes in today's video, using some simple journal filler pages with lots of white space, ideal for layering and decorating. Both the SceneMaker kit and the coordinating journal pages are linked in the description below, so feel free to check those out and craft along with us. The journal pages were printed on 100 GSM copy paper, while the ephemera kit was printed on 180 GSM matte photo paper. The journal pages were designed to be really flexible. They're simple and lightly decorated with soft, cheerful florals that give just enough charm without taking away from your own journaling or layering. They're perfect for filling in those extra pages in your journals, where you want a balance of writing space and visual interest. The interactive Ephemera Kit is packed with fun elements like fences, daisies, flowerpots, signs, and more. All of these pieces are designed to work beautifully together, but what's even better is that you can mix and match them however you like. You can layer them to build full-page scenes, tuck them into pockets, or even scatter smaller elements across your journal for little pops of charm. The pieces are super versatile. You can build cozy garden scenes, cheerful corners, or use them individually as accents throughout your journal. Alright, let's start creating our first scene. We'll be using the purple daisies arch along with the wooden fence piece. To begin, go ahead and take the fence and fold it in half so the 2 sides are back to back. Then just glue them together. This will make the fence nice and sturdy and give it that dimensional look. Now, the little flap edge on the side of the fence is what we'll use to tuck underneath the flower arch so that the gate can slide open like a little door. Before gluing anything down, take a moment to place your arch and fence on the page and see where you'd like everything to sit. Once you're happy with the layout, go ahead and glue the fence flap in place, right under the arch. Once you are happy, just glue the arch down as well. Right in the centre of the arch, we have this tall vintage mailbox, and we're going to turn it into an interactive element. To do that, start by cutting out the letter slot flap, that little rectangular piece near the top where the mail would go in. This can be fully cut out so it creates a little opening. Next, move down to the main mailbox door. For this, you'll want to cut along the top, bottom, and right side only. We're leaving the left edge uncut so the door can open and close like a little hinge. Now that the mailbox door is ready to open, we're going to add a fun little detail behind it, a small pile of letters. So go ahead and choose where you want to place your mailbox on the page. Once you're happy with the spot, take your cutout pile of letters and glue it down just behind where the door will sit. You want the letters to be partially visible when the door opens. To keep the little door free to open, we're going to add glue to the top, bottom, and both side edges of the mailbox, but make sure not to get any glue on the door itself. Once the glue is on, carefully position the mailbox over the pile of letters and press it down into place. You can also use the top slot of the mailbox to tuck in a few tiny envelopes or mini notes. Now that our base is complete, we can start decorating the front of the scene, and this part is totally up to you. We will be placing the welcome sign on the left side of the fence. Then we'll take the bicycle and tuck it behind some flower pots so that it rests just in front of the gate. This will help keep the gate closed. To create some dimension, we are using a few small foam pads on some of the pieces. Next, we'll add the little birdhouse just behind the fence on the right side, nestled in the corner. And right on top of it, we are placing the bird, like it's perched up there watching over the garden. Now that we've planned out our layout, it's time to start gluing everything down, and we'll begin with the welcome sign. This one can be glued flat, directly onto the left side of the fence, just like we placed it earlier. For all the other pieces, the bicycle, flower pots, birdhouse, and the little bird, we're going to use foam pads. These will give the elements a bit of lift and dimension, helping the scene really pop off the page. And that's it. Our first spring scene is complete. It's simple, cheerful, and full of charm, with just the right mix of texture and interaction to bring your journal to life. We're now ready to move on to the second scene, and just like before, we'll start by building the base. Take your gate and glue it behind the arch, making sure it's lined up nicely so it can still open and close. Once that's in place, we'll add the mailbox, positioning it right on top, just like we did in the first scene. Now let's decorate our second scene with a few new elements that give it a cozy, lived-in feel. We'll start by placing the house number right onto the fence, as if it's marking the little garden gate. Next, we'll add the lamppost, tucking it just behind the fence, so it peeks out nicely from the back. On the left side of the fence, we're going to place the cute little watering can using foam pads to give it a bit of dimension. And on the top right corner, we'll perch the pigeon, keeping watch over the scene. Then, to add a bit more charm, we'll hang the umbrella from the fence, and finally, we'll place the pair of boots right at the bottom centre of the fence to ground the whole layout. And that brings us to the end of today's project. We'll see you again in our next video, but until then, have fun crafting and let your creativity bloom.